Hello, everyone. My name is Kita, and today we are going to be playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. It took me a second, sorry. I just got done streaming, so I'm still coming back from it. But today we are going to play. I already said what we were playing. That's how out of it I am. That's how late it is. I remember right. We were going to go outside? Yes. We were going to see if there was an event. There was no event this month, so we are going to go ahead and do something else. We still have a lot of... We still have a buff for kudos. So we could... Because I don't think we've done this job yet. So it's a good time as any to try it. So let's do it. Let's work in the depot. It's been a while, but it's time to attend a meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. Mars started the SFC. Is that an abbreviation for it? Years ago, when you were little kids, Tangent and Tammy agreed to join at the same time. Oh, at the time. But then you all got busy with other things and forgot about it, and then Tammy died. Oh, man. You meet in an unused conference room in command, which Mars says is perfect for a secret club. Club President Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang, Vice President of Writing Down Secrets, records the meeting in her holobomb. As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it was your job to come up with something for the club to do today. You chose making friendship bracelets, and brought all the supplies you'll need. Today, Mars announces we're going to make friendship bracelets. And I have an even better idea. We're gonna sell them to people for kudos. That isn't really how kudos are supposed to be used, but Mars is hard to argue with sometimes. The three of you spend the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Your hearts aren't really in it though. All three of you know that Tammy would have been much better at this than you. Making friendship bracelets was one of her favorite things. She was always giving them to people and didn't expect anything in return. It's eventually Mars who calls the meeting early. She takes all your misshapen bracelets and looks at them dubiously. I don't know if people will want to trade their kudos for these, but I'll do my best. I'll put the kudos in the club treasury. Meeting adjourned. You ask Tangent if she thinks Mars is going to actually sell them. I think so, Tang tells you, but the club doesn't even have a treasury. She'll probably just keep the kudos for herself. She doesn't seem to care. You know, I bet Tammy would have made Mars a better person. I have a gut feeling that that's the case, you know? Yeah, this increases our organizing pretty good. Lots of money. Alright, now it's midwit. You know what? I'm gonna go outside. Screw it. I don't care if nothing's happening. I want that bravery, dang it. Hello! You spot a group of hot-eyes playing in the clearing. They let you get pretty close to watch them chatter to each other and rub noses. They're all friends, just like people, but they hop away if you get too close. Walk through their territory. This is easy. Zero, 1, 2. Three, four. Nope, dang it. 4. 4, 5, 6. Oh. Dang it. Well, at least we got 4, 5, 6, I guess. Dang it. Alright, I guess I'll move that one here and that one there. At least we get a pair of 2s there. Ooh, 3 stars, nice. The Hopeyes are wary at first, but you crouch down and copy their cute little squeaking noises. You bounce towards them, and amazingly, they don't hop away. You play with the cute Hopeyes for a few minutes before moving on. Cute little guys. That was weird. Okay. Alright. Oh, I know. I kind of want to go over here at least once and just see what happens if I just try to bypass this guy, but at the same time I'm like, I feel like that's a bad idea. You come across a float cow that seems to be ill. She's floating upside down a meter off the ground, kicking her segmented legs into the air periodically, as though trying to right herself. Her slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless lowing noise and tries again to flip over, but her ratio of gas to liquid must be unbalanced. Okay, so we don't have enough animal to milk her, but we have enough to figure out what's wrong with her. You take a closer look at the float cow. You've heard they float using a certain ratio of liquid to gas in their membrane bladders. So after some consideration, you figure out that the bladder on her back must be full of liquid. I don't feel like popping her is a good idea. It just doesn't seem like a good idea to me. It just does not. Actually, let's go. Yeah, let's go up here and then just go this way. Yep, give the mush trees a friendly pat. As you come to a bend in the path, movement catches the corner of your eye. There's something up on top of a nearby mushroom cap tree. You can't quite tell what it is, but is that a person? I wouldn't go that way if I were you. Oh, I thought you were down there. I'm also trying to make out like his facial features. Like sometimes you can see like a silhouette of a person, right? But I really can't make it out. I see like a shirt, I think? But like it's really hard to make out anything else. Like I don't know if they purposely blurred his face. They did a good job. It's really hard to make out any facial features or anything. Okay, we're getting turned around a lot. But excuse me. Peek inside the hole. It looks dark. Look closer? You've stuck your hands down enough holes to know this. This one seems occupied. Put your hand in! You put your hand, you shovel your hand in the hole and rummage around. Ouch, you got bit right through your ding-dang glove. Whatever was in there, it's not happy with you. I'm sorry. We should go home. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I've never done that before. Yeah, go home. Yeah, go home. Need something that just increases our bravery, period. Let's go ahead and relax in here. That increases our friendship with Dizz. Most of the time you're alone up here except for the occasional passing guards, but sometimes you're joined by Dizz. He barely looks up at you as you plop down and kick your feet through the railing and over the edge. It looks like he's doodling on his hollow pad. You see all sorts of plants, mushrooms, little creatures with too many eyes or too many legs. He has a selection of plant samples at his side, like artist paintbrushes laid out on a towel. He must be quite the junior botanist. He's not drawing plants right now, though. He's actually drawing a person, and not anyone you recognize from the colony. They have long dark hair and a pointed face. Just the person we keep seeing? And are covered from neck to toe in floaty black robes. They look neat. You wonder if they're Dizz's personal character. Sorry, oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. You wonder if they're Dizz's original character or something, like his super cool goth self-insert. That looks nice. Dizz smiles shyly but doesn't look away from his drawing. Thanks, he mumbles. I'm not very good at drawing him yet. Yeah, I'm totally getting rid of that. I fucking hate that card. And now it's Glow. Glow is always about time. Everybody knows it. Let's... Okay, so we're out of our bonus. So... I guess let's do... Actually, hold on, let's save first. It is Glow. Let's do the reasoning one. Or should we do persuasion? Yeah. Where are we at for persuasion? Let's do persuasion. Mars loves to talk about how much better it was on Earth than it is in the colony. How could she know? Everything you know about Earth you learned from the Hollow Archive. It's not like she's ever been there. Oh, she's that kind of person. She always wants something that's not... She's always that greener on the other side kind of person. Okay. Two data points from a line, but 3 is a pattern. Oh, sorry. 2 data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all Glow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say. And new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in class when the sirens start to ring. The other kids fall to an alert hush. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe here. But it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Howell. What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, is just a face on a computer screen. She can't protect anybody. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children. The defense squad is already en route to the creatures. This should all be over soon. You've been told this before. As the siren continues, you're faced with a choice. Now, when I did this choice the first time through, I stayed put. And I'm going to pick stay put again. Because the children are undefended. And we've already killed a creature in the greenhouse when, like, the first Glow happened. So, in my mind, we are the protector of the kids here. So, if we stay here, nothing bad's gonna happen to the kids in here. That was how I saw it. So we're going to stay here. And I don't know if that's the wrong or right answer, even though I'm like a few months ahead of this, I still don't know. And the fact that there's no spiral here makes me uncertain, but I don't know. You, Tang, Mars, and the other kids try to stay calm. Congruence directs you under the big tables together, then assigns you a chapter on Earth history, as if nothing was happening. It's impossible to think with the siren going off. You read and reread the same paragraph over and over, trying not to think about some monster bursting through the door or window or wall. Take it seriously. There's nothing you can do, so you try to apply yourself to reading the chapter you've been assigned. You struggle with it, your mind racing. You notice Tangent trying to do the same. She gives you a faint smile over her holo screen. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents still will want to know that you're safe. Oh shit. No. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps into a seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters, but your dad pets your hair and shushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck, Lulubelle, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the fields. What happened to the fields? Because you're a child, the adults don't tell you stuff, so you just have to kind of interpret what's going on based off their reactions to things. And I still don't know exactly what happened with the fields. I just can infer something bad happened. Perhaps if we had gone outside, we would have seen what had happened. I don't know. But that is something for us to do in our second playthrough. What's up, Mars? You know, Kita, you're alright, Mars says as you approach. You blink at her trying to figure out what she means. You're an alright what? At your stunned silence, Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder. Oh, that wasn't right. Hold on, I can get this. You're alright, she repeats. You actually have good taste, unlike all these other nullheads. Ever since we landed, it's been, help with this, Mars, and don't waste resources on that, Mars. It's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. You shoot the breeze with Mars a bit longer. At some point, Dizz skulks out of the living quarters and has to pass by you both. Clearly trying not to draw your attention. Ugh, where is he going now? Mars mutters to you, then raises her voice so Dizz can hear. Try not to get eaten by aliens, she calls out to Dizz. If you die out there, they can't use your body for fertilizer. Don't be a waste. Yeah, I thought that was really cruel. I had a really big reaction the first time I read that. That's a horrible thing to say. Especially after what happened to Tammy, that's terrible to say. Shut up, Mars. Dizz is cool. And yes, I did do this the first time. We all know I am not a big fan of Mars. I think she's a little spoiled B-word. You say it loud enough for Dizz. Yeah, you say it loud enough for Dizz to hear. He looks at you with wide eyes before scurrying towards the walls. And Dizz appreciated that. And surprising to me, so did Mars. Huh, Mars says with a little smile. No accounting for taste. She seems to respect that you challenged her. She watches Dizz disappear from sight, then shrugs. Maybe you can get through to him. I've tried, but he doesn't care about contributing to the colony or being popular or earning kudos or anything important. What do you contribute, Mars? Mars laughs and puts her hands on her hips. I contribute plenty, you know, Kita. People need someone to tell them what to do, don't they? No. To assume you're the person to do that is very arrogant. I know some people would be like, oh, that's so confident and attractive, and I'd be like, no, I don't see it that way at all. People like that annoy the heck out of me. Dizz! What's up, Dizz? You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Dizz, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today? Probably not. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Dizz curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. Are you okay? I'm fine, Dizz sniffles. Just leave me alone. We have enough persuasion. Yes! This is a great hiding place. Coming in! You pull back the tarp and slide into the cabin of the vehicle. Dizz continues to cry, but softer now, as if he's trying to stop but can't quite manage it. His lower lip trembles. You're lucky you have a family who cares about you, he sniffles. My mom is gone and my sister thinks I'm stupid. Dizz is quiet for a long time, almost long enough that you begin to consider actually leaving him alone. But just before you do, he speaks. I'm never gonna go back to class, he says. I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork, and I double hate it when the teacher asks me questions. I'm not Tang. I don't know stuff like she does. Dizz kicks at the console of the vehicle a few times. Bang, bang, bang. Then bursts out into tears again, pulling at his hair. I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions and I freeze up and I say something stupid. And then everyone laughs at me, even Tang. Tang laughs the hardest. Dizz sobs. She's embarrassed by me. I know she is. Today she just told me people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature. We need folks who use their hearts, too. He didn't like that? Dizz turns away from you. See, even you think I don't use my brain, he sniffles. Everyone thinks Tang is better than me. That's not what I said. Dizz wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Yikes. Alright. So let's go ahead. Oh, this is new glow. So we should go outside and see if anything new is happening. Yeah, sneak out to explore. I think a new event happens. I think the events refresh every year. The unseen path dips under your feet, engulfing you up to the hip in a fresh drift of fresh spark snow. You lose a boot while floundering in the snowbank and have to spend some time digging it out. Actually, yeah, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I don't want to lose the kudos, and we can afford the point loss, so... You tunnel through the snow, popping your head up at regular intervals to see where you're going. Some funny creature pops out of the snow to say hello. They look like hellbugs and are only about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating the snow, not you, so you leave them alone. Every so often, they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flame. You can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You'd heard the snow is flammable. Huh. Neat. Playing in the snow. Getting a lot of mandrake root. At least this is what it looks like to me as mandrake root. Ooh, log. Yes, logs are super useful. People cutting down logs. I don't like the fact that they're deforesting the place already. But yeah, here it is. You spot the most spectacular flower you've ever seen. It's nearly a meter wide, all beautiful pinks and glittering rainbow hues, like a powdery oil slick. When the wind rustles it, the shimmering is breathtaking. You need to have it for your mother's garden. She would love it and would totally forgive the fact that you snuck out to get it. You'll just dig up the bulb and bring it back with you. Easy. You lean over the flower and reach out to touch it when suddenly it starts to fold in on itself. What the heck? The petals react with a pfft, and underneath are rows and rows of tiny teeth. You're staring into a massive maw. It lunges towards you. Try not to panic. That is not a lot. Let's do 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Use our log immediately. Okay, 15. Oh, easy. Um, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, we lost a kudos, but that's fine. You manage to not completely lose your cool, but it doesn't save you. The flower thing is too fast for you. You're in its mouth now, and it's using those hundreds of teeth to inch you downwards into its stomach, where it will digest you whole. You're definitely about to die. A mysterious stranger 2. This one's a 5. The teeth pause their movement briefly, then bang. You feel a shock and then another. Then the flower thing spits you up and you watch, dazed, as it lurches away into the bushes. Above you stands a man wearing all black. In your blurred vision, he looks like a living shadow. This is the guy that Dizz was drawing. Muh, you mumble. He looks down at you, shakes his head, then runs off after the creature. Who is that guy? Does he work on the survey teams? You don't recognize him, and you know everyone. You hear a strange noise and realize it's you, shaking and crying and laughing in sheer relief all at the same time. Ruptumna is a scary place. We can, like, do one more event, and then we have to go back. Hello. Ahead of you, the road curves... Oh, hike up it. Nope, I know how this ends. Let's go home. I don't even know who likes medicinal root. Got 30 bravery. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen in on their argument. You're being unreasonable, your mom says. Kita is a teenager now. You have to give her the opportunity to take calculated risks or she'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to mediation. This time they sound really upset. It's unsettling. You don't need to... They glare at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking. Geranium, she grates. You've said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our daughter? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because, Flulu, she's our daughter. It's our responsibility to keep her safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling them, your mother almost shouts, and your dad flinches in shock. Kita's survival depends on her understanding this planet we're living on, so you're not doing her or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. I mean, yeah, Mom's got a good point. I can take care of myself. You point out that you saved Tammy's dad while sneaking out, so clearly that's proof you can handle yourself. Your dad's shoulders sag as he shakes his head. You barely even know what's out there, kiddo, he mutters. Your mom's fierce expression softens. Hey, Kita, sorry, it's your birthday today and we're here arguing like a pair of a-holes. Happy birthday. They both give you a hug. We meant to order from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up positions in the expedition for kids 13 and older, and well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. I just feel better knowing you are safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life. So if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Explore nearby an expedition! Woo! Woo! Stoked. Can't wait to show you guys that. It's really cool. Here's Dad. You find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down the test tubes and gives you a big hug. Kiddo, he exclaims, then kneels down to look you in the eye. I've been thinking. I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I were arguing on your birthday. We disagree sometimes, but just like every couple. But it's unfair that you had to see how the soy sausage gets made. I was really upset. Your dad's face falls. I know. I'm sorry, Gooseberry. Here, I hear the depot's open now. Go get yourself a piece of candy or something, on me. Your mom and I talked it out, he continues. We're both just really putting our everything into the farm right now, and it's making us kinda snappy. You don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes you in a hug. If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there. Oh, believe me, we almost got eaten by a flower. We know. We are aware. Okay, so we should definitely... You've heard Security Chief Rhett is on the lookout for lookouts. That is, for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count Zenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once-over, eyes narrowed. Alright, he says, look over there, at the end of the field. What does that sign say? Hi. What, come up? What, come up? What, come up? You guys see him? He's lonely because, my fiancé Sin is not home today. Well, he's home. He's just out with friends late tonight. He's like, where's Dad? Mom, where's Dad? He literally has been laying in front of the front door waiting for him all day. Sorry, all night. Hi. Hello. Okay, buddy. No. You guys can't see that, can you? Hold on. Let me... Read it out loud. You can read the sign easily. It says, if you can read this, your eyesight is 20/20. Huh, what a weird sign. What does that mean? Rhett nods in approval. Good, you pass. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster. Lookout duty in the garrison. I like all the cards that were there. But yeah, I mean, we'll definitely go out. Yeah, see, so if you explore nearby, it tells you if all the events have respawned. And if you go through the drain pipe, it says how many events are remaining, and it tells you that, the events respawn every quiet. And then survey the plains is new. But we're going to explore nearby again. Actually, no, we probably should... Because what's our bravery at? We need 40. That's 30. Yeah, you know what? We'll survey the plains, but screw it. Hey. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north of the Prosaic Plains, a high flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change. And now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here's a plas cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and it cuts some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Are we gonna be in danger? She makes a so-so motion with her hand. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's going on out there, which is why we need surveyors, even youngins like you. The Prosaic Plains are a sparse region, like you can assume from the name. You can see things from a long way off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you gonna do if something's coming for you? Kill it. What? Nah! Utopia says, looking at you in confusion. Avoid it. Don't provoke anything. Stay away from the water, especially and keep your distance from anything moving. Play possum if you gotta. This ain't no hunting mission, sweets. The plas cutter is not a weapon, it's a tool. Keep it in your hands to yourself and you'll be fine. Dizz joins you. He must have come on an earlier autobus. Ah, good, you're here, Utopia says, taking out another plas cutter for Dizz. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now we don't gotta sniff each other's butts all the time out there, but I do expect y'all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get spotty out here. You and Dizz shared knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore before you were officially allowed to. Utopia hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It automatically performs local scans of wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground and see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Alright, team, get out. Alright, team, don't get yourselves killed out there. Alright, let's go. Hello. You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A massive creature bursts through the trees, a boulder with arms and a bush growing out of its back, a pushbub. Utopia's mentioned these before. Part animal, part vegetable, and part mineral, these usually gentle giants camouflage themselves as part of the forest. Stand our ground? Locked in a 1? Ugh. That sucks. 5, 0. 2. That sucks. 5. That is more manageable. 4, 5. Actually, swap. 4, 3. The creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you and goes around you without even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least, that's something to be grateful about. Right, so we should probably... yeah, equip our plas cutter. Another one. You almost bump into Dizz. He's being so still and quiet, hunched over and looking down a little knoll. He hushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. 2 bushes, actually, at opposite ends of the clearing. Oh, they're bush bubs. From far away, they really do just look like plants and rocks. They're fighting over territory, Dizz says. I hope they won't hurt each other. They won't, Dizz whispers. They do it by dancing, watch. Oh, that's so nice. The bush bub dance, +2 to strength card to the right. Nice. You watch the two creatures face off, rhythmically rustling the leaves that grow out of their heads and back. Their gangly, branch-like antennae swinging over their heads as they rear up to their full heights. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating, and repeating the other's motions, trying to outdo each other. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle defeated. Interesting. Let's go this way. A massive dead bushes blocks your way. They have pointy spines the size of short swords. And they look very, very sharp. Blast your way through. We have a thingamabob. Good thing you brought a plas cutter with you. You cut a hole through the bushes and set a bunch of the surrounding forest on fire while you're at it. That'll teach those bushes to get in your way. Do. Yeah, it's too thick to get through. Do. Plant. Do. You stop to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow, circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing golden yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause. Then that one, then the first one again. You thought it was reflecting sunlight at first, but no. The rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern. You play a memory game with them, touching the stones in the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand they like the contact. Huh. Okay. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry on Vertumna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your new scent. To what end, you don't know. Huh. Cool. Very neat. Nothing over here. I'm just trying to get as far on the map as I can. A bushbub blocking the path, lumbering slowly back and forth between a dense strand of gloop mushes, or whatever those plants are called, and a wide circular lake. It's like it's on some kind of patrol. It growls a warning when you try to squeeze past it, so you back off. From the look in its eyes, this one isn't letting you through easily. Find a route through its territory. 5 kudos if it equals. Okay. 5, 4. 20, that's a good start. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's awesome. Now we just need 7. 4, 3. Wait. How? Oh. Wait. So then I need 5. Yes. Yep, got +5 kudos from exact score from battle condition. You sneak through the gloop mushes, crawling under them so the oh my god, these words, bushbub doesn't see you. I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book. You nearly get stuck at one point, wonder, what if Dizz has to come rescue you? That would be embarrassing. You find a route through and continue on your way. You spot some familiar looking fruit. Hey, you've seen this bush before. That's no rock underneath, it's all part of one creature, an arborescent photosynth, a bushbub. It pays you no attention, continuing to blend in with the rest of its surroundings like a boulder. Pick the fruit? You're not letting it get away with being delicious. You grab some fruit from the... You grab some of the fruit as the bush bub rises up and roars with anger. Yep, you knew it. It wouldn't be happy. Calm it down. Let's do 3. Oh, from being red. Oh, that makes sense. That's why you do it. Oh. Dang. Okay. Ah, this is good if it's... Interesting. Okay. The further I get in this game, the more I realize that... But that's not gonna be 6 anymore if I move it. Nice, got a +1 to animal. You soothe the bush bub, but it doesn't seem interested in letting you have any of its fruit. Could it be the same one you harvested the last time? It lumbers off into the forest. We should head home. I just want to see if there's any... Ooh, there we go. Finding a lot of medicinal plants. Ooh, crystal. Yes, yes. Medicinal plant. Yes. Okay, so what's over here? Another question mark. Okay, so let's head back. I don't know how I'm gonna get enough... I don't know how I'm supposed to reduce the stress from exploring. Oh, medicinal root. Almost missed it. Because each time I finish an activity, I get, you know, 15 stress. So I'm just like, how do I go about all of this without getting stressed? I guess you're supposed to come back is the point, huh? Go home. Yes, go home. Early pollen. And we're stressed. So, oh, hey, log. And Dad. Hi, Dad. Your dad was sniffling and sneezing pretty bad this morning. He collapsed around this time last year, so you've been feeling anxious about his health, especially now that the pollen is back. He's working hard in the fields, respirator hanging from his neck as he grunts, and shovels dirt into a wheelbarrow. He sees you coming and stands up straight, coughing a little as he stretches his back. Hey kiddo, what brings you out here? Dad, you have to wear your respirator. Your dad makes a blah 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 motion with his hand. I do, don't look at me like that. I'm just getting some fresh air, it's hard to breathe with that thing on. I'm racing to get these pixie beans in the ground, he continues. We're all set to have a great harvest in time for Vertumnalia. He leans on his shovel, tucking one foot behind the other and rocking back and forth. Truth is, I've been working like a dog. I'd love to get out of here for a little while. Hey, what do you say you and I go for a little walk? He says, brightening. I know you don't get outside the walls much either, but we could do a little nature walk. I study all the plants the foragers bring back, but I've never really seen them in the wild. Sounds great. Awesome, your dad exclaims. I knew you'd pick up what I'm throwing down. Oh, God. Your mom doesn't see the draw. He continues flipping his shovel up onto his shoulders and picking his way carefully out of the turned fields. What if... So, I knew you pick up what I'm throwing down. That's a phrase that I don't think is too old yet. So I wonder if, like, this is super old slang, like if someone were to say hip, because this is such a futuristic game. I wonder if he's doing that dad thing and using really old slang. She likes what she can control, you know, but there's a whole planet out there and I want to go explore. He stops and doubles over, suddenly racked with a coughing fit that makes him unable to speak. He tries a few times to catch his breath, but each time he just starts coughing harder. The pink pollen in the air swirls and eddies around you both. Maybe you should stay indoors. Oh, your dad wheezes. You're just like Instance, that old stick in the mud. I remember when we were younger, she was always walking around with her nose in everyone's business. She always thinks she knows what's best for people. Despite his brave words, he has to hold on to you for balance as he catches his breath again. Okay, maybe now's not the best time. I'm sorry, not the best. The best time. Heath gasps, finally putting his respirator back on. But, you and me, we have a date with the outside world, kiddo. I'm taking a rain check. Whew, he says, his eyes red-rimmed and streaming with irritation. I can't wait until Instance figures out a treatment for the shimmering thing. She says maybe next year, maybe the one after that. I'm gonna be first in line, you bet. Yeah, I know, we need a break soon. Alright, so we're actually gonna go in here. We're gonna relax in the park since we don't do it a lot. You play with your hop by Sir Hops a lot while you hang out in the gardens. They're pretty well behaved, never straying too far into the underbrush, and always coming back when you call their name. Oh, that's cute. +1 bond with pet Hopeye. +1 empathy. Another Hopeye shyly approaches out of the long grass. Your Hopeye goes totally still, then lets out a happy chitter and bounces off to greet the stranger. They touch noses, then hop around each other twice. They disappear for a few minutes into the underbrush, long enough that you begin to get concerned. Finally, Sir Hopslot bounces back to you and nuzzles against your leg. They want to be picked up and cuddled, so you pop them underneath your shirt and carry them like a baby the rest of the way. That's really cute. Kita, can I get your help with something in the barn? Cal asks. You excuse yourself from planting and follow Cal. Something's wrong with Socks, Cal says, closing the door behind you. She won't eat and she cries all the time. You look into Sock's crate. She's almost too big for it now, even curled up in a ball. She raises her head and peeps miserably at you, then curls even tighter, her bulbous antenna drooping. She looks paler, right? Cal says, coming up beside you, and she always sleepy and cold. I don't know what to do. She won't eat leaves anymore, or anything else I bring her. Potatoes, corn, wheat, beans, she just chews them and spits them out. He points to the lid of the box. She's been chewing on her box, too, he says. I'm worried she's going to chew her way out and escape while I'm not here. Cal rubs Socks under her chin, but she barely responds to his touch. You've been outside the walls, right, Kita? Have you ever seen any animals like Socks? Full-grown ones? What do they eat? I'll look next time I'm surveying. Thank you, Kita, Cal says, sighing as he closes the box. I'm really worried. +1 on intelligence. Yeah, no, that's not really great anymore. But maybe I should keep it. It is a skill. I kinda want to do this job thing over here. And then go out again. Oh, lookout duty. It's 3 perception +1 animal. Okay. Actually, no, we should hold off until, the festival, right? Because then we'll get more money. If we win. But I have confidence in us. So let's actually go ahead outside. See if we can find the end of that map. Because I am super curious. Let's go. I really... Because I don't think events respawn. I hope. Good thing we saved. No, events do not respawn, neither do items. At least I don't think not until the new year happens. So... let's go this way. Drifts of spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it, and you have to work to get them free with every step. The only forward here is through an especially deep area. I'd take a break and play it. Shovel it out of the way. You actually don't have a shovel with you, but you find a bush you can sort of use like a broom and sweep the snow out of the way. The spark snow is lighter and floofier than you were expecting. Whacking it with your bush causes showers of pretty sparks and tiny popping noises. It takes ages to clear the path, but it's oddly satisfying. Hopefully the next surveyor through will appreciate your hard work. Okay, let's see if there's anything... Nah, I wonder if we'll be able to whack down those trees later. The water in the pond is a slightly greener color than you're used to seeing. It smells sweet, but kind of acidic. That's odd. Ha! Drink some! The water tastes sweet going down, and not so sweet coming back up again an hour later. Blah! What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Well, we're gaining a lot of stress. Just drink some odd liquid. Dizz! What's up, Dizz? My buddy. Hey, Kita. Dizz greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path. Hey, do you want me to show you something? Dizz almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is must be pretty cool. Yes, you always find the coolest stuff. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped bush trees, swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something about it when he holds his hand up for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous Xeno. Its legs deep underwater. It's a balneal, Diz tells you. They live in the swamps. You don't usually see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up the water from the bottom and spewing it out of a spout at the back of its head. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful bird-like creatures darting around it, catching the tiny fish that come spraying out. That's really cool. Sit and watch quietly. You enjoy the pretty scene together. Yeah, we're getting really close to Diz and Tangent. Anemone, I don't feel like we really spend a whole lot of time with. I feel like certain characters have a lot more interactions than others, but maybe that's just the way I'm playing. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby, loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Suddenly, a massive, impossibly tall something punctures the low clouds and slams into the ground ahead of you. It's as tall as a skyscraper and a meter wide, covered with chitinous bone like an insect. You think it might be a leg? Another crashes down, then another. The creature's body must be up in the clouds, so high you can't see anything but the legs. 50 perception! Ooh. That's a lot of perception. That's a lot of perception I almost have. You're in shock. Your body simultaneously screams at you to stand still and run. Stand still. You freeze up in terror, closing your eyes and staying perfectly still. Maybe it will just pass by. You sense a shadow descending from above you. Something suddenly hits you from the left and you're flung sideways off your feet. A moment later, one of its massive legs slams right down where you'd been. Another second, you would have been flat as the grass underneath it. You look up to what hit you, but it, or they, is already gone, having saved your life. A mysterious stranger, 3. Whoever he is, he's looking after us. Who is he? Oh, that's an event. That's an event. That's an event. Who is this stranger? Who is he? I want to know. I desire to know who you are. You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it can't have been a coincidence. Something or someone has taken an interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place and its dangers, so the next time you hear the hiss-click of a nest of... Oh my god. The next time you hear the hiss-click of a nest of hungry snabberbladders, wow, you walk straight towards it, keeping an eye out for anyone watching you from the trees. There, just as you think you're going to have to climb into the damn nest to get your savior to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure darting behind a tree. You make eye contact and you both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen in his not-quite-human face, and he slips into the jungle. Track him carefully. Rather than rush after him, you use your tracking skills to carefully follow his path and sneak up on him. You pounce like a manticore, and the two of you tumble to the ground. You pin his arms. Do we get to see what he looks like? Oh, hi. You're attractive. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, but you're attractive. You get a good look at his face for the first time. The long, delicate features, the odd tone of his skin, almost purple. Is it? Maybe against the background, it's hard to tell. And his glittering alien eyes. Before he can answer your questions, you jump off him and back away. What is he? He looks like an elf. Those are pointy ears. You're very pretty. He brushes the dirt from his clothes and stands up tall. Very tall. You have to take another step back to get a good look at him. You catch a glimpse of a pale purple wrist under his tattered black sleeves. Delicate like bird bones. I am a gardener, he purrs, and you are trespassing. I'm so sorry, guys. I am a gardener, he purrs, and you're trespassing on my planet. What's a gardener? I know what a gardener is in my language. What's a gardener in your language? Now that you see all of him, you confirm he's definitely not human. Besides the purple tint to his skin, he's also just constructed differently. Human, but not. And taken as a whole, those little discrepancies add up to something that is decidedly alien. Yeah, I mean, is it kind of angular compared to Sim? Or is it SYM? Find out. You're an alien? He thought that was funny. He laughs, a light and infectious chuckle that sounds more animal than human. It goes on for a bit too long. You think he might be poking fun at you. Actually, you're the alien here, if you think about it. That's true. We did land here. We're not native. You do think about it. He's right. He jumps up onto a large rock and crouches, eyeing you thoughtfully. Let's make a deal, he says. Are you Fae? Are you a fairy? Making deals with fairies is very dangerous. He speaks with an odd inflection, putting the wrong stresses on things, but the words themselves come easily enough to him. Maybe it's a weird translation difference? I'm not supposed to talk to you, he says. It's against the rules. But since you've caught me, I can grant you one wish. He smiles mischievously. Is this a joke? Are you a fairy? Are you legit a fairy? I'm real scared. I wish to know more about you. He gives you a sly look. In time, Kita, I hope. We what? Wait, do you have my ability? Can you see future stuff? Hold on. Sim, I have questions. He pauses and his eyes unfocus for a moment. He stares straight ahead, unblinking. Then he slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Wait, like, literally like a cat? Like he goes on all fours and just stretches out his back? I do that sometimes, but like when I get out of bed in the morning. Well, this has been fun, but I'm afraid duty calls. He doffs an invisible hat towards you. These are very human mannerisms. I wonder if we're not the first, like, humans to try and inhabit this place. Like, what if there's been another ship and we just don't know? Because, so here's my thing, right? Well, he's in front of me and I can see him. He also has hearts, so he's important. But here's my thing. He is talking our language. And it's possible that his species, whatever it is advanced enough to have like a translator or something so he can just speak our language. That stuff's been done in sci-fi before. But it doesn't look like he does. Unless that's what this golden thing here is, but that could just be jewelry as well. He also has human characteristics, which isn't entirely crazy, especially since we're doing a pretty okay job living on this planet. It's been 3 years almost. Yeah, no, it's been a little over 3 years. So we're doing a pretty good job of living on this planet ourselves. We've only lost 2 people out of everyone in the colony, which goes beyond just our character cast. So, it's not crazy to think that they would have human characteristics as well. It's just, I don't know, like the hat tipping. That's a very human Earth gesture. So it's weird that they have it as well, or that he knows of it. It's possible that Dizz told him about it, because Dizz has obviously seen him a lot, or have talked to him quite a bit. But I don't know, something just doesn't feel right here. I don't know. He called himself a gardener as well. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out, but this to me feels kind of weird. Not bad weird, just I feel like there's more here than he's obviously showing us. My name is Symbiosis. That's another tip-off as well. His name is Symbiosis. Everyone in our colony has a mathematic or scientific name. So does he. Is he like a stowaway that was on our ship or something? Like, it's just weird. It's weird. Unless it's just a theme that's going to go out there the whole story and alien versus human doesn't matter and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to guess some things. But anyway, my name is Symbiosis, by the way. Or Sim, if you like. I do like The Sims. He jumps behind the rock and disappears. Literally, he disappeared. You search all around and can find no trace of where he might have gone or how. So did he let us catch him on purpose? Stars, you just met an alien! And that was the last thing we could do today. Yeah, can I like go around? Can I have a shortcut over here, please? Ooh, nice. I'm hoping there's a shortcut and I didn't just like do all of this for no reason. Oh shit. There's another event. Yeah, okay. I'm a little over, but it's fine. We'll do this last one and then you spot an enormous unfamiliar flower. Large waxy petals join to form a basin brimming with goopy yellow gunk. The entire thing has a sticky, melting look. The awful smell of juice permeates the area. It's like something died in there. Something probably did. Don't drink it, no. Wait and watch. One of the nearby bushes starts rustling. Oh, another bush bub. It approaches the plant and dips an arm into it, bringing it to its face and licking it. Then it sticks its head in there and drinks. You try not to gag. Ugh. After some long, deep gulps, the bush bub wanders away, looking slightly tipsy. Oh no! It's alcohol. It's alcohol. Put your hand in and feel around. You tentatively slip your hand in a little ways and feel around. Suddenly the plant contracts and sucks your arm into the elbow. You panic, expecting the sting of digestive juices, but it's just warm. Gross but oddly pleasant, there seems to be nothing else in there. You plant your feet on either side of the flower and pull your arm out with a mighty shloop. Your hand smells awful, but feels all tingly and kind of stronger? Ah! All your noise attracts a nearby bush bub. It comes scurrying out of the bush, growling and cackling at you. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. We'll do this one. There we go. Bam. Nope. This one. Oh. Could make that a 4? There we go. That's a 26. Now we just need a 4. So if we do 1, 2... Yeah, it's not gonna work. The funny creature rears up and stomps the ground intimidatingly, but by reading its body language you realize it's just trying to move you away from the big flower. You back away slowly, talking softly to it. Good bush, bub. You can keep your gross stink flower. It's all yours, buddy. Alright, let's go home. Interesting. You're getting older. It's that magical time in your life full of discoveries and possibilities when children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, Congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your body would experience in the next few years. Which parts of the presentation was relevant to you? Oh, this is getting a little mature a little bit. Menstruating and breast growth. You and your friends giggle your way through Congruence's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, and even as you notice Cal's voice begin to drop or Mars starting to dress differently. Until one morning you wake up and something feels different. You just know something's off. As soon as you open your eyes, things are squelchier than you expected them to be down there. You just want to close your eyes again. You remember Congruence's sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for the real-world practical applications. If you just go back to sleep, it'll go away, right? You finally sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep, your period started. Discreetly ask your mom for help. You pull back your privacy curtain and gesture for your mom to come over. When she sees the problem, her eyes go wide and she gives you a big hug. What? My little girl is growing up, she exclaims, and you feel your face grow hot with embarrassment. Your dad is right there. She puts her hands on your shoulders. I'm so happy for you, kiddo. I know you're probably grossed out, but you're getting your period is important. Sometimes we need a bit of mess in our lives to remind us that we're real, that we're a part of this world. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life and responsibility to take care of that life. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. You can't think of anything worse. Thankfully soon, you can get a blocker to keep from having to go through this every month. Your mom hugs you again and keeps talking about how she's so proud of you. It's super embarrassing and you can't help but shove her away and retreat to your bunk to stew about it. Gain status hormones. Teenage hormones are making you brave and rebellious. Rebellion increase tripled. Wow. What is happening? You feel on edge today. Like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Like you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like you want to be left alone, but you so desperately want attention. It feels like a fountain of energy is starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty. That is hilarious. Alright, this is where we're gonna have to end the video. I'm actually a little over on time. So, we met Sim, who is actually in our log. And we know nothing about him. And it is a he. Very interesting. Killed by an electric shock when you were 10. It actually does write that down. Ah. Oh, wait, what happened to Hal? Does it say? Killed during a Xenofauna attack when you were 11. Okay. Alright. This is where we're gonna have to end the episode. We'll probably get to the glow, and once we hit the glow, I won't know anything that's going on. Like, we're almost completely caught up to where I was. But yes. I will see you all in the next episode. Go ahead and put in the comments what your theories are about things so far. I've already kind of explained mine, even if you guys didn't ask for it. But no spoilers, please. If you know the answer, please don't spoil it in the comments. But if you think you have, like, a theory about it, that's fine. Please put that in the comments. I'd love to hear those. Yeah. I will see everybody in the next video. Bye, guys.